Behind the scenes of the tech world, a quiet revolution is unfolding. A mysterious AI company, or is it, shrouded in secrecy, has been making headlines with its jaw-dropping advancements and high-stakes partnerships. Welcome to Palantir. The brainchild of Silicon Valley's brightest minds is on a mission to harness the power of AI to transform industries and disrupt the status quo, with whispers of a potential connection to Warren Buffett and a rumored partnership with a major US insurance giant. The stakes are high and the anticipation is palpable. Join us. We lift the veil on Palantir's remarkable story, exploring the cutting-edge tech, the bold ambitions, and the profound implications of the AI trailblazers' rise to the top. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Stock a day, like, subscribe, and let's talk Palantir. There is a fascinating rumor circulating that could change everything we know about our favorite AI company. It involves Palantir, a mysterious insurance giant, and a potentially Warren Buffett himself. In this video, I'll dissect the recent interview with Palantir's CTO, Shyam Sankar, that set tones wagging across Wall Street. I will explore the Palantir's groundbreaking AI advancements, their enigmatic partnership with a major US insurance company, and why this could be the tech investments Buffett's quietly being eyeing. But before we get Buffett, let's dive into what Palantir's CTO calls a unique moment in AI adoption. Picture this: businesses across the globe are suddenly realizing that AI isn't just some far-off dream. It's here, it's real, and it's ready to wipe out your business if you don't pay attention. Sankar emphasizes that we're witnessing a tidal wave of AI adoption in the commercial sectors. It's as if every CEO woke up one morning and collectively shouted, "We need AI, we need AI, and we need it now." But why does it matter for Palantir? Well, it's like they've been training for a marathon for years, and suddenly the whole world decided running marathons is the next big exciting thing. Palantir's long-standing focus on data analytics and AI has positioned them perfectly to take advantage of this. Let's talk about something that's got Shyam Sankar particularly excited: production-ready AI. You see, in the world of AI, there is a big difference between a flashy demo, some sort of video creating marvel, and a system that actually delivers value to the world, real business people. He stresses that the importance of moving quickly from what he calls charismatic prototype to actual business value. It's like the difference between a concept car at an auto show that may or may never get built, and you can drive this out of the showroom right now if you like it. And that's where Palantir shines. They've been investing heavily into something called ontology. Think of it as creating a detailed map of how data processes are interconnected in your business. And this has allowed them to put AI workflows into production at insane speed. The potential. We're talking about AI systems that don't just impress in the boardroom with some sleek presentation, but actually transform operations on the factory floor, the customer service center, and across the entire supply chain. You may or may not have one, and this focus on production-ready AI is the game changer. Lots of other companies are tinkering with prototypes, while Palantir is actually delivering real-world results. As AIC put it yesterday, I think to CNBC, he said, Other businesses will tell you how they do it for you. We just show you and don't talk about it. I paraphrase, of course. But when Shyam was asked about competition from tech giants like IBM, Google, Microsoft, he didn't mince his words. He said Palantir's focus on getting to production quickly is what sets them apart. He used the analogy of self-driving cars to illustrate why rapid implementation is crucial. He says, while others are still tinkering in the garage, we are already on the highway. And that is why they're ahead of the whole race. But what really made me to make this video is that Shyam shared a story about a large US insurance company that is so impressive, it sounds like science fiction. The insurance giant took their underwriting process, which is a task that used to take about 2 weeks, and transformed it into a 3-hour window. How? By implementing a 78 agent AI model. 78 AI agent working in harmony to crunch numbers, assess risks, and make decisions faster than you can say approved. So what are the implications? If you ever been to London, there's a building called Lloyd's of London, which is sort of the home of insurance. And if you've ever got to tour it, it's quite interesting. If you enjoy that sort of thing, and people literally would be on calls, they would get information about maybe a ship they want to underwrite. And then they take those pieces of paper and they go and talk to other people on the floor and explain it. And then they review it. And then if they want to also underwrite it, they've put their seal on it. That's insurance for you. And it takes days, if not weeks. And it's very, very slow process. So consider the implications for the insurance industry about what Palantir has just done for them. It's not a time saver, it's a complete market disruptor. Imagine being able to process insurance implication at a lightning speed. It could really revolutionize customer service, risk assessment, and pricing models. So it's a huge shift that's going to leave traditional insurers scrambling to keep up, because they're all talking about it, explaining it, and someone else has got 78 AI robots going done. Shyam said it was a very large US insurance company that achieved remarkable results with it. So who is this mysterious client? Let's look at Palantir's known insurance partnerships. They've got 2 big names in their portfolio, Sompo and Swiss Re, which are impressive if you are part of the insurance world. But neither of these fits the bill for our mysterious company, because neither of these are very large American companies. One is Japanese, one is Swiss. So let's take a look at the clues that Shyam gave us. We're looking for a very large US insurance company that's used Palantir's tech to slash their underwriting time from 2 weeks to just 2 hours. A few names might come to mind if you think of US insurers. You've got giants like State Farm, Allstate, Liberty Mutual, and Progressive. But remember, size isn't everything. We need a company that's not just big, but also sort of forward-thinking lot that might embrace AI. And the company we're looking for isn't just they must have implemented 7 AI models. That's not something you do on a whim. It requires investments, money, time, change, and all this kind of stuff. So the client might also want to keep this under wraps, right? If the results are so big, they don't really want their competitors to know that they are using it. So sometimes keeping stuff under the carpet is a good thing to do. Now, there's another speculation that's been making the waves, and some eagle-eyed investors have put forward an intriguing theory. Could the Mr. Insurance Giant be none other than Geico? And if so, could this be the breadcrumb trail leading to Warren Buffett's next big tech investments? You see, Geico isn't just an insurance company, it's owned by Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. And you might say, Buffett would never invest in a data company or some sort of analytics. I think he opposed that sort of thing. Well, he briefly dipped his toes into significant investment with Snowflake. Now, Palantir, I would say, has taken Snowflake out, quite frankly. So it isn't that far-fetched. But before we get carried away, let's put on our little detective hats and examine the evidence. Geico has long been known for its cutting-edge tech in the auto insurance world. They were pioneers in online quotes, rapid policy issuing. In fact, their exciting existing systems are so advanced they can often provide quotes and issue policies within minutes. Now let's compare this with what Palantir's CTO described. He talked about reducing an underwriting process from 2 weeks to 3 hours using that 78 AI agent models. For a standard auto insurance policy, a 2-week underwriting process would be usually long, especially for a tech-savvy company like Geico. Moreover, the complexity of the AI system Sankar described with 78 agents seems a bit overkill for your typical car insurance. It's like using a very large sledgehammer to open a nut or something. Auto insurance, particularly for personal lines, just isn't that complex. So what's the pros and cons of this Geico theory? Well, on the plus side, yeah, they're a very large US insurance company and they sort of fit part of the description. And the Buffett connection is certainly intriguing, but the cons are pretty significant. The case described here would apply more to a much more complex insurance business. So I'd say this is very unlikely. But even if Geico isn't the company in the example, it doesn't rule out a potential connection between Palantir and Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett loves companies with simple, understandable business models. Now at first glance, AI might seem too complex for Buffett's taste, but Palantir's focus on rapid AI adoption in enterprise automation, it's actually quite straightforward. They're not building sci-fi robots or making stuff fly. They're basically just building a better ERP software, which is a recurring revenue stream. And companies are very unlikely to change their vendor once they are signed up. And what does Buffett loves? He loves a competitive advantage and economic moat. Palantir's strength lies in getting AI solutions to production quickly, and they invested very, very heavily in that, and no one else seems anywhere close. What about numbers? What about financials? You know Buffett is a number cruncher. The first thing he'll do is read the annual report. Palantir has been showing some impressive figures. They maintained a positive and growing free cash flow since 2020. What's more, with relative low capital expenditures, they've managed to achieve that. About $700 million in free cash flow in the last 12 months. So they're kind of printing money without having to really invest all at much. But Buffett might not enjoy the valuation. You see, Sankar mentioned that the stock has been rocket cheap, and Buffett is famously wary over valued companies. He likes his bargains, and Palantir might be too rich for his blood right now. If I were to guess, I think he's probably shopping in Japan, snapping up bargains in the insurance and banking sectors because they're bargain right now. So if you ask me, is Buffett in this? Well, I mean, he did invest in Snowflake, but I would say he doesn't love companies where tech evolves very quickly because that's very, very unpredictable. You don't know who the winner is going to be in 5 or 10 years. So I would imagine that it's probably too early. I think he might get on this Palantir issue later, when Palantir resembles more like a Microsoft style business, which is, I kind of think, the way that they're heading. So probably outside of Buffett's comfort zone, but I thought it was worth exploring. I think it's interesting. I think the insurance contracts are a big deal because really every insurer in the world should be a Palantir customer, and that's a massive, massive market. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you find it helpful, educational. If so, like, subscribe, check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the next video, stay safe.